So I've also seen in the news that commentators are surprised that Red Hat has remained so independent since the IBM takeover of the company in 2019. But here come the first trickles that this might be changing for them. At least Red Hat's storage portfolio now seems to be transferred into the Spectrum line of under GM Dennis Kennelly, and that IBM is going to be replacing Red Hat as the sponsor of the Ceph Foundation. So, what does this say about IBM Red Hat and the storage market, do you think?
Yeah, well, one thing I think that it says is storage is kind of hard to do, and IBM is actually pretty good at storage. They have, let's see, invented the enterprise storage market many decades ago, and continue to be pretty good at at this whole storage question. The whole IBM Spectrum brand has a lot of really impressive hardware, software talent, and frankly, it makes sense to move the OpenShift Data Foundation, which is Red Hat's sort of signature enterprise storage offering for OpenShift underneath the IBM storage GM, simply because it gives them access to talent that they wouldn't have otherwise had, and access to hardware and software as well that they might not have otherwise had. I think that the thing that's a little confusing here is Ceph. Now, those of you who are aware, Ceph is a very, very important distributed storage platform, and it's become really a key part of many cloud native applications. Ceph is not becoming a Spectrum product by any means. Ceph is going to remain an open source software. It's just that IBM, when they're moving all the storage related staff over from Red Hat into the IBM world, are also going to be replacing Red Hat as sort of the maintainers and champions of Ceph within the Ceph Foundation. I think, again, this is probably good news overall because it signals that Ceph is going to have long-term development support from a major player in the storage industry. And of course, it signals very strongly that IBM does not want to bring Ceph in-house and make it some kind of a proprietary product or something. They want to support it as an open source project. In fact, you could look at this and say that maybe this has some good news overall for Red Hat, since many of the key Red Hat open source components, like OpenShift and OpenStack and so on, are really in need of long-term support. And IBM, I think, is signaling that they're on board with that, and they will continue to do that sort of thing.